welcome to a Flashback Friday edition of the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. We may not have seen it all, but we've seen enough. And now, here are your hosts, Chrissy and Carrie.
Hello, junkies. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Chrissy.
And welcome to Flashback Friday. We are so excited. We started doing this last month, where every month we're going to flash back to one of our earlier episodes. And this is Christmas in July.
Yes, it is.
What do you
Our
feel
favorite
about
time of year. What do I think about that? Christmas in July, it's like a total thing.
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure out, but it is definitely a thing.
Yes, it is definitely a thing. And so we thought, what better than to flash back to episode 6, Return the Coat, Keep the Daddy. We talk about Christmas shopping and holiday movies. So it just seemed appropriate that we should do this one for our July flashback.
Yes. And I highly recommend returning everything, but yeah, keep the daddy.
Keep the daddy.
Keep the daddy.
So if you want to know what we're talking about, here we go. And this is Flashback Friday. Enjoy. Hi, Dysfunction Junkies. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Chrissy.
And welcome back to your safe space, junkies. But before we get into today's show, Chrissy and I just want to take a moment and thank everyone for all the positive feedback, the support, the messages we've received from all of you, our junkie families. I know we're only, 5 episodes in now, but it has been so nice to have everyone's love and support. You know, this podcast has been near and dear to our hearts, and it's so appreciated that you all are embracing us so kindly. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. We really appreciate the support, and we will continue to give you entertaining podcast programming, so stick around because it's only going to get better from here.
Absolutely. So Chrissy, we survived Thanksgiving.
Did, I guess, yeah. I don't know if I ever survive anything, but I'll take your word for it.
So now that Thanksgiving is behind us and Christmas is approaching, it's that time of year to get all our shopping done and get all the different Christmas movies in and everything. But how do you feel about that? What's your thoughts on the Christmas shopping?
I love Amazon.
Oh, amen.
Growing up, as we did, where the mall was king, Amazon is fine with me. The mall thing makes me nervous anymore.
Absolutely.
I think it's watching those videos of malls that have been deserted.
Yeah.
They're terrifying buildings.
Yes.
You never thought of that.
Yeah.
I don't know that they should have put those images in our heads of these. I mean, it's truly, it looks like something from the apocalypse or something.
Exactly.
Once these places go.
But that used to be like our hangout growing up. That was like the thing to do. Let's go to the mall.
It was.
Yeah.
It was, and spent a lot of money and time there, and a lot of time feeling bad about myself when I couldn't buy certain clothes because they just didn't look like they did on models.
Exactly. Exactly. Was your family ever into Black Friday?
No, I couldn't even tell you. I could tell you for sure. I don't think my father ever stepped foot inside of a mall.
Oh, really? Ever?
Yeah, ever. His whole life.
Yeah.
How did your...
Oh, no. Well, first of all, just spending money, like we just didn't have it to do. So, but even as it getting older and getting into my, young 20s and stuff, like I know shopping is not my thing. I love catalog shopping. Now that Amazon, oh my gosh, that's, my husband just rolls his eyes every day that Amazon people show up, especially when they show up like twice a day. So I know that it's the whole being in the crowds, being around all those people, and then just the whole holiday experience again gives me a lot of anxiety, which is sad because I really enjoy Christmas. I really, really do. But just with all the trauma that has happened to me, it's such this juxtaposition. Yeah, so I want to stay away from people. So no Black Friday for me. No.
Well, my whole plan with Black Friday was when I was younger, before I had kids, and maybe even before I was married, and shortly thereafter, we would go to the mall on Black Friday. First, you get agitated because it's a nightmare for parking, and then you get in there, and it was a nightmare just walking around. But my whole plan was usually just to go to see people I might know, and then be able to snub them. That was my favorite thing to do, was go to the mall and then see people and then be like,
oh, Chrissy.
Oh yeah. That was, I just want to go so I can pretend I did not see you and I do not want to talk to you because I'm just too busy and too good for you right now.
So you would have rather put yourself through all that agitation of the parking, of the crowds, just to make a point that you didn't want to talk to anybody and be part of the crowd.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're so funny.
And who the hell was going there? And actually, they had bags in their hands. Who the hell were these assholes shopping?
I don't know.
I never remember seeing any deal on anything.
No, not that was worth. Or the people that go and they like camp out. You know, they finish their Thanksgiving dinner and then they go get their camping gear and camp out of the store so they can be first in line for that
those
deal.
Giveaway. I think that's a later phenomenon for us.
Okay.
Because early on it was just
A deal.
just go to the mall because you're supposed to shop today.
Okay.
You know, we were like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to go shop today. The JCPenney catalog for me, and I'm sure maybe for you too, that was
creme.
That was the Bible
Yes.
for that time of year.
Yeah.
And I would study it,
Yep.
circle it,
Mhm.
dog ear pages.
Yep.
It was everything. And
Yeah.
I still can pretty much tell you, like, as soon as you went past all the clothes in the front
Yep.
and weird stuff like decorating stuff for your house and bedding and all that other
Yeah.
crap. Then they had like that middle part that was like an order form. I don't know who
Yeah.
the hell was using that.
Yeah.
But the first part of the toy section, dolls.
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 Always dolls.
I love dolls.
Mhm.
I don't know why, but I just
Aw.
really did. I did like dolls. I liked everything. If it
Yeah.
was a toy, I wanted it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love JCPenney catalog. Never actually bought anything on Black Friday.
Yeah.
I
Nope. Nope.
I don't get it.
Nope.
You know, and Amazon now is the same as you.
Oh, I love it.
It's wonderful.
I remember whenever this Amazon thing first started and people were talking about it, and I wasn't wrapping my brain about it, which I don't know why I was being so like resistant because it's everything that I love. But then once I placed my first couple orders, life changing.
They make it so easy
I
for
know.
you. First of all, to just order stuff,
Yep.
get it to your door.
Free shipping if you have Prime.
And then and now I'm not one to return unless I absolutely just can't wear it or
Yes.
use it. But, you know, the returning thing.
Oh, I know.
As long as you have, for us, it's Kohl's.
Yeah.
You just take it to Kohl's and they do everything for you.
I know.
I mean,
my husband is the return king, so I'm the same way. I would rather take the loss and just keep it rather than go return something. But my husband, oh no. And it doesn't matter how long we've had it. If we've had it long, hey, if he's got the receipt, or sometimes even if we haven't, he'll go and by God, he'll get the return. I don't know what, bats his eyes at the sales ladies. I don't know what he does, but he gets these returns done. But Amazon, I'm more likely to do a return on because it's easy. Hit a few buttons and then I give it to Jim to still technically do the return. He has to take it to the store.
Right. Well, Nick, my husband does the same thing. Now, speaking of people who have chronic return syndrome, my mother
CRS
has really, actually, literally, has been blacklisted by like QVC.
What?
Oh yeah.
For returning things?
Oh yeah. She orders stuff. She returns everything. She returns everything. Now, when I was younger, this was sort of amusing, and we're talking back in the 80s. I remember one specific item, and her return capabilities were amazing. Bought me a boom box from Hills Department Store.
Oh, gotta love Hills.
And it was pink. It was that typical 80s, that pink, you know, oh, look at my little radio. It had a strap on it. You could carry it like a purse, you know, and the thing broke probably after a few months. My mom went up there, returned it, got me a new one. I think she returned the same thing like 2 or 3 times. It doesn't tell you much about how it was made because it kept breaking. But she was still able to go up there, and I don't know what she did.
Oh, my gosh. It's an art.
It is an art. It must be. But my mom, her art is broken because now she is just blacklisted. And it's an illness for her. I'm not saying anything about Jim, but for my mother, I know it's an illness because I don't understand half the stuff she purchases she doesn't even need.
Yeah.
She just buys stuff.
Yeah.
And then she'll buy it and she'll be like, I got this for you. I'm like, no.
No.
I don't want it. She'll buy cookware. No, I'm not in the market for cookware. She'll buy me some crazy coat.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. She used to buy me and my sister's coats all the time. And we didn't want a coat. And it was like some big puffy coat. You know, if you already feel fat, stick one of them things on. Now you feel like a complete fatso walking around with a big fluffy coat on. I remember one Christmas she announced to us when we were about to open our presents, I got you girls all the same thing. And I looked at her and I said, you mean the same daddy?
Oh.
I was like, thanks, Mom. And then I look at my sister and be like, we do have the same. Who's your daddy again? Oh, yeah, that guy over there. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for getting us the same daddy. Please don't bring that coat out, though. I'll take the same daddy, but I don't want the coat. Return the coat. Keep the daddy.
Return the coat.
So,
I can't even breathe right now. Oh my gosh, that's too much.
Yeah, beware of parents who buy you all the same thing for Christmas. In fact, maybe don't show up for the holiday that following year, because that's just craziness. You can't be getting the same stuff as an adult. As kids, you might be able to pull that off because you don't have any choice. But as you're an adult and your mother or father keeps buying you all the same damn thing, thinking you all like the same shit,
especially when we have such an age difference between us and our siblings too. I mean, my sister's 14 some years older than me. So why am I getting I don't know, a cookbook when I'm 12? Just because they're married now and have kids. I don't need a cookbook.
Did they really do that?
I think at one point, yes. I think actually...
They expected you to put it in your little, what do they used to call those boxes used to keep to wish?
Yes. Oh, what are those? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'll think about it here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an Angels and Friends cookbook.
Oh, so you were actually benefiting some cause.
Yes, but she got all of us a cookbook, and I really do. I think I was about 12 whenever a hope chest, that's what it was called. A hope chest, yeah. And you put things for whenever you were going to get married into there, yeah. I got a lot of stuff like that.
How much you want to bet your mom was trying to score a teapot or something? That's why she had to buy that would be, my mom would do that too. At that age, you really don't. And those cookbooks were never any fun. Yeah. The church ones.
Yeah. Well, this was some kind of charity.
Yeah, there was usually church would have these things, or charity, angels, the animal things and stuff like that, which is a great cause. And I would I'd rather just give you the money though, and not.
But you don't give your 12-year-old it just because you have the need to give all 5 of your daughters the same thing.
Yeah, no, those cookbooks, they didn't have pictures in them either.
No,
if I'm going to make something, I got to see what it's going to look like.
I do still have that cookbook. I do still have it. I hardly ever use it because of the same thing. I need pictures. I'm much more a Pioneer Woman cookbook person, but
well, them old cookbooks, sometimes when you look at the ingredients they tell you to put into stuff, they actually tell you to put MSG in stuff.
I know.
And it's like, what? Where do I score MSG? I thought we weren't supposed to eat MSG. No wonder I have all these problems.
I know.
My mother was scoring MSG and shoving it in everything she fed me. Why would you have that? A quarter of a teaspoon of MSG.
What owl is that in?
Oh my God. I know, right?
You'll never find it in the store because they're always changing the store platform around. So just when you figure out where the MSG is, next week it's going to be moved.
Well, outside of the fact they look at you with this look on their face. Hey, stock boy, where's the MSG? What aisle is that? If you can find a stock boy.
So I just recently took my mom Christmas shopping. So my mom, is getting up there in age, and she was living with us for quite some time. And now she lives with my sister because she needs more daily attention and care and can't be left alone. So I took my mom Christmas shopping to try to make it easy. Like, okay, we're just going to do one thing for each family instead of everybody getting a gift, which we have a big family. So, we still ended up buying like 27 things, but so we went puzzle shopping. Everyone in the family, sorry, spoiler alert, if you're in my family, your family's getting a puzzle this year from mom. But so, oh my gosh, it was exhausting. So we went to this Amish store that had this whole wall of puzzles. So we were like, okay, mom, and she was all on board, but she was really excited to do this. But after 5 puzzles, her little dementia and Alzheimer brain was just so overwhelmed, and she couldn't, was having a hard time, which is why we were doing this. So here's me in the store getting all these puzzles. I was so thankful nobody was in the store because I had all the puzzles on the floor for each family, 27 puzzles, like all laid out on the floor, trying to like keep it all straight, taking pictures so I knew when we got home who was getting what. And then when we got home, we wrapped them all. She wrapped about 5 of them, and she was like, I'm done. I'm like, I still got 21 more to do or whatever. So Christmas shopping has started, and unfortunately, not even for my household, but I got my mom and everybody done for my mom. But oh my gosh, it was just like, oh, here we are. It's Christmas. This is what we're doing.
Well, I didn't know that the Amish, they have puzzles.
It does tend to be things in a lot of the stores. Like, you have a place close to you guys, Lehman's Hardware, and they have a big puzzle selection there. And then we went to this Amish cheese house, like they make their own cheeses and everything. The factory's like right next door. So they have a lot of things in there. And then in the back wall, is, I mean, literally, it's like a 24-foot wall of nothing but puzzles. So, yeah. So if you're ever looking for a puzzle, go find an Amish store.
Well, I guess that's good to know. Now, my family was never puzzle
into puzzles.
People.
Yeah.
No, I remember seeing some kids that I kind of grew up with, and you go to their house and they had a specific table
yes.
set up for it. They had a thing that you put it on, and then they would end up gluing it or doing whatever, so then they could hang it.
Yes.
I was always, I don't even know what to say, because I can't even tell you what I would think or not think, except that when I had kids, I would do puzzles with them, and I would sit there and do them. But again, they were kids' puzzles. I wasn't doing no 1,000-piece or nothing like that, because that's just...
Well, but see, now they have family puzzles. And so a family puzzle it's a one big puzzle, but it has big pieces. So your little 3 or 4-year-old can help put those pieces in. And then it has the harder, littler pieces for the adults to put it. And so this way you can work on it as a family. So I did not even know that existed until this past week when I went puzzle shopping with my mom, because my sister helped me make a list. And she said, get a family puzzle for these. I'm like, what's a family puzzle? So then when we were at the store, I realized, I'm like, oh, well, it's kind of ingenious. But yeah, puzzles definitely a little bit of a thing for our household. So
I could see that if we were, it would be a total fight. Who took that piece I was going to put here? My father would have totally lost his mind. My mother would have gotten on his nerves so much, because she probably would have kept insisting that some piece looked like this and it was supposed to go there, even though it didn't fit.
Yeah.
And he would have to explain it to her 20 times. And I would have probably just been sitting there in silence going, please, somebody kill me. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad we never adopted the puzzle.
So if you weren't doing puzzles in your house, then I'm sure you were watching movies, because you are the movie buff. Talk to me about your holiday movie selections.
Okay, let's run it down here. And remember, this is my opinion. It's not going to appeal to everybody. But, well, let's see. What should we start with here? It's a Wonderful Life. Let me just start there, because people love that movie.
Nothing like starting a good holiday movie with a potential suicide.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, well, the guy's contemplating whether he wants to continue on, because he thinks he's better off to his family dead. I mean, it's
It is.
It's a very serious. Here's my problem with it. It's not wonderful. First of all, the majority of it, let's just break it down from a Christmas standpoint.
Okay.
Let's try to take the seriousness out of it. It's very serious. Nobody wants to see James Stewart hurt himself.
Right.
Most of it's not Christmas. And then somebody decided to throw it out there on network TV around Christmas, and all of a sudden it becomes a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, the kid gets hit by the pharmacist because
I don't even remember the whole movie. It's been so long since I've watched it. I couldn't even, I just remember the beginning and I think the end. I think that's it. I blacked out all the middle part.
The last 45 minutes or so of it, that's like the Christmas part of it.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, it's just not a good representation of Christmas. People love it. People will watch it every year.
I've never seen the Die Hard movie that everyone says is a Christmas. There's that whole debate. I've never seen it.
I hate to admit this, for as much of a film person as I am, I've never seen the Die Hard
movies. We got homework
movies.
to do, Chris.
Yeah, I know. If you really like that type of time period for a film, in my opinion, the better Christmas movie, other than It's a Wonderful Life for me, it's called The Bishop's Wife.
Oh.
And it was redone in the 90s with Whitney Houston.
Yes.
But the original has Cary Grant, David Niven, Loretta Young. That's a Christmas movie.
Okay.
It takes place at Christmas. It's a short span. You're not going back and forth between decades or anything like that. And it's just a lovely film.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Cary Grant as an angel, I guess.
know.
So I would recommend that one. The ones that you cannot take anything from... One specifically is A Christmas Story.
Yeah, I love that.
That is...
And we are so blessed to live so close to where the Christmas Story was filmed.
Yes.
Have you been there?
I have not. Have
you? Yes. Oh, you got to go. I think I know it recently sold, but I think they still have it open.
I do.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth going. Yes. Christmas Story. I love it.
A Christmas Story came out at probably the zenith of renting films.
Yes.
Used to go to a place in the Austintown Plaza. It's called Rainbow Rentals.
Yep.
That was one of the places we used to go and rent. And we would rent the shit out of that movie. It doesn't matter what time of year it was. We just rented it and rented rented it and
Yep.
watched it, and it was just so you're never gonna get anything.
My
bad from me.
favorite is A Christmas Story or Chevy Chase National Lampoon Christmas Vacation.
Yes, that is good. I really don't have, because I know a lot of people. I have a girlfriend that I grew up with. That's her thing, and we still, if we do sort of text or chit chat, generally a line from that movie will come up.
Oh,
and it's a good movie. Not one of my favorites, but it is a good movie. You can't deny.
I think it just reminds me a lot of my family growing up. In the one line where Audrey says something like, it's Christmas, we're all in misery. You know, it's like,
oh yeah,
that's perfect. Yep, that describes it.
Yeah, that's just what they're supposed to be.
Now, my husband loves those old Christmas cartoons, like the Rudolph, the Frosty, all of those. Yeah, loves them.
I have a total opinion on that.
Please share.
Okay. First of all, Rudolph, awful. The whole thing from the word go. The father's ashamed of him.
I know.
Santa's a shithead. You would think Santa would say, what was it? Donner was his dad or whoever. Yeah. You can't smack black stuff all over his nose and cover it up. This is part of this kid.
Right.
Or whatever you call
You'd think Santa would be the one to be spread more Christian cheer.
No, what does he say? He goes, oh, that's too bad. Yeah. He could fly really well, but I'm not going to use him because he's got this ailment on his face. I don't want him. He's a defect. And all the other kids. But we grew up thinking that was okay.
I know.
No wonder we were always horrible to each other.
I know.
And yet kids are still horrible to each other. But you know why? Because they still run this damn thing every year.
That's what it is.
And I generally don't want it on, but, okay, fine. Turn the volume down and watch it. Don't listen to what they're saying. I have currently come to a conclusion about why Frosty is the most horrific Christmas of all. This snowman needs to get to a cold place. First of all, this girl, where the hell are her parents? The one line in there, he's like, are you going to come to North Pole with me too? And she's like, well, yeah, I don't think my mom will mind as long as I'm back for dinner. Do we have any concept of where you are geographically? And are you going to be able to score getting home by dinner? So she's gone. So now they're running all over the I don't know where. North Pole, there's a ton of snow and he's sliding around. She's, trying to get rid of this guy who let this guy anywhere near a school, the magician guy. I'm pretty sure he was not supposed to be within 100 yards of the school.
Danger.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's got this stupid hat and it helps the snowman. But here's where it's totally horrific.
Why?
And I never, ever thought of this until recently. They get locked into that greenhouse with the poinsettia plants.
Yes, the poinsettia plants.
And the guy even says, when you're all melted, the hat is mine. Now remember, that little girl is trapped in there with that snowman.
Yeah.
Who is alive.
Right.
She had to slowly watch
him
melt to death. This is more horrific.
It's a Halloween movie, not a Christmas movie.
When you think about Freddy Krueger and Jason and Michael Myers, generally if they got you, you were dead quick.
Right.
This was a slow miserable death. And she sat there and watched the whole thing.
Oh, the poor child.
And here's the other part of that. When they dropped her off, Santa finally... Okay, now Frosty's alive again. Yay, because he's made of Christmas snow. I don't know what the hell that is. What happens when you don't get snow ever at Christmas? We don't get snow here anymore at Christmas. You never get Christmas snow. Does that mean it's not Christmas anymore? Which is fine. Fine, let's cancel. I don't give a shit. But here's the thing. When Santa drops her ass off... Did anybody wonder how the hell she was going to get into the house? Did you notice he left her on the flippin' roof?
Oh, that's right.
I always sat there and wondered, how is getting in the house? Is she supposed to shimmy down the chimney too like you did? He didn't even stick around to make sure she got in the house okay. Doesn't anybody remember when you used to get dropped off, they used to say, flip the light on and off so I know you got in or whatever?
Yeah.
No, nothing. He's gone. Frosty's gone. Rudolph, whoever the hell was driving his sleigh for him. I bet you she's still on that roof.
But this was made in what year? Like, what year do you think these movies?
I think those were that was from the late 60s,
right.
I think.
So that was the time of, whenever you said, be home by dinner, that was kind of how we grew up, though.
Well, I know, yeah, we did.
It was like, when the street lights come on, you had to go home. So that was the concept then.
Okay, I can accept maybe that. Okay. But here's the deal. I don't remember.
But we don't leave it on a roof.
We don't leave people on roofs. I just don't remember this happening.
Frosty the Snowman was 1969.
Thank you, DJ Nick.
1969. So I would like everybody in comments, you know how you guys get in touch with us and tell us things. Please let us know of any of your friends who were left on roofs by Santa Claus. Because I am fascinated by this concept of just dropping people off on their roof. Or maybe we can start this as a thing. Just start leaving people up on the roof.
Rudolph was 1964. So.
Yeah. Oh my God. See, that's the time frame.
Them crazy 60s.
Oh my God.
Them crazy 60s.
Well, I am now going to go into the rest of this Christmas season watching all these old movies now, because now I have a whole different perspective. I'm going to look at all these things and dysfunctions. I'm going to be watching it with a new light. So thank you.
Insane. They are insane. One other one I'd like to mention just quickly because it's good, especially just visually to me. White Christmas. Because, well, not just because of the song. Okay, great song.
Yeah.
But VistaVision, hello. Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about here. It's like the first movie ever made in VistaVision back in the day with old movies, especially like in the 50s and stuff, to get into these new ways of filming with filters and colors and all this stuff. White Christmas was filmed in VistaVision. And if you just shut it off and maybe just watch it, it's a sight for eyes. It's beautiful. The colors, the dresses.
I don't think I've ever seen
Bing
a White
Crosby's
Christmas.
beautiful eyes. So, yeah.
I've got a lot to watch now.
And if you're talking, now the one thing that they play, and there's everything has this one story made different versions. Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
I can't stand that one.
You can't stand that
No,
one.
I know. We're very polar on our Christmas watching.
What?
I don't know. It just like...
Because the guy's a dick.
Yeah, that's probably why.
I mean, he is.
Yeah.
But they should have just said, this guy's a dick, but he gets what's coming to him. Are we supposed to believe really he changed at the end of all that? Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, I would just bet he probably started drinking really a lot.
I think it was more of those he recognized he was at the end of his life and realized, oh, maybe I might need to change some ways real quick so I get to heaven.
Right. This is possible. But in my opinion, they're all very good. I mean, they're all basically following the same concept. But I have one favorite, which it probably is not one that people would appreciate because it's a musical version of it.
Okay.
But I grew up watching it. I think the actor that was in it, even though he was in his 30s, for 1970, which is when the film was made, the makeup is fantastic. And the guy really does come off like a miser to me, which I think is what Ebenezer Scrooge is supposed to be. They used to have one with George C. Scott in it, and he just didn't look like a miser to me. I mean, some of these people they put in these things don't look like misers. Alastair Sims, that's one people love from the 50s. He's tall and thin, and he's just a sour asshole. I mean, it didn't seem like a miser to me. I want a miser. It's called Scrooge.
Yes.
It's the musical one, and Albert Finney is the actor.
I have seen that one.
And as crazy as musicals are, and I know people hate watching musicals because they're just so cheesy, but they're fun. And I'm sorry, but Scrooge is the best, and the music actually isn't that bad. I mean, the music's perfect for me. He has one song where he just says he hates people. Oh, that's my favorite song.
That is a theme song.
I hate people. I'm here. Every time it comes on, my husband's like, hey, your song's on, Chrissy. I run to the TV like a crazy dog running at, a biscuit. I'm like, yeah, turn it up. This is my song. And I sit there and I do my dance.
Oh, my God.
I know the lyrics. And I hate people. They suck. Screw you. Get away from me. Christmas. I'm all into it. So if you haven't seen that one,
we're gonna have to.
Please, 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 please.
Wow.
So
that's a long list of things we need to watch and catch up on.
There's a whole bunch more. We'll save that for another time.
Yes.
Because believe me, I've seen a lot. Again, my parents weren't that interested in interacting with me, especially not at Christmas. So I was watching a lot of TV.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Well, I will be watching a lot of TV now because I have a whole list of things I need to watch or rewatch. So,
yes.
Well, I hope if anything, this was somewhat entertaining for those of you who are maybe in your car getting ready to go Christmas shopping or about to Christmas shop, and maybe you'll consider going on Amazon and doing your shopping on there instead, or whatever online shopping you want to do. And while you're watching all these Christmas movies to get you through this final push of these last couple weeks toward the holidays. So
yes, good luck, people.
Yeah, absolutely. But be sure to check out our Facebook page. We do want to hear your feedback on everything. Talk to us about these stories. If you've ever seen anyone left on a roof.
Yes, that's the one I'm going to be looking for.
But other than that, just want to thank everyone for joining us. We'll be back again next week. And don't forget to check us out on our Facebook page. If you're listening to us from whatever listening podcast streaming service, give us a 5-star review. We sure appreciate it. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.